Alright, welcome everyone for another race of this 2022 Metroid Dread 80% NMG tournament. Another banger of a match today as we are coming close to the end of the bracket. We have a loser semifinal match between bdog and Gala. Whoever takes this goes to losers finals for a chance to face our Candy. So lots on the line, lots of pressure for both of these guys, especially as it's actually a rematch that we've had earlier in the winners bracket. So things will be very interesting. bdog, you know his name, world record holder. Always very scary in a race. Could potentially end on a very, very good time or a very, very bad time by his standards, of course, but you always expect some very good gameplay for him. And on the other side, Gala is actually coming fresh off a 109.45 personal best that he got a week ago, or something like this. So currently the 4th best player in the world in terms of personal best. You can expect a lot from him as well. Things will be very, very interesting to see. Two seconds difference.
So I want that is the huge one.
Alright, let's see how these two handle the very first room. Well, not really the first room, but first technical room of the game with all these ledge hops. Always very fluid movement in Tread. You would expect all these wall jumps and these ledge hops to come into play. As bdog approaches the first pseudo wave of the game, that first one, not expected to be any kind of trouble. Second one a little tougher for him, about 7 shots in, which is perfectly fine. Gala having a little better result, I believe 5 shots, but a bit tougher movement. Let's see how Corpus behaves with them so far. bdog doing an excellent job of that phase 1. Gala doing so as well, perhaps a chance of getting a headlock? No spit from him. I don't think, no, perfect Corpus isn't in question for either of these players anymore. Seems to be good enough of a Corpus, at least for bdog. Gala following behind closely. And these two are now in possession of that Phantom Clock. So pretty much what we're going to look for on this race are mostly the biggest of tricks, considering you expect bdog to take an early lead during this race because of all the movement fundamentals he has over Gala. Gala, who is also extremely solid and has been putting a lot of practice these last few weeks to optimize all of his gameplay. But definitely still a few levels below bdog when it comes to this. So it's those kind of things, such as this slope jump from bdog, if he cannot get it quickly, and Gala does. Which is almost what just happened. Gala, second try, so that's still a bit of time saved over bdog right there. It's those kind of tricks that you're gonna look forward as the race progresses, considering it's this kind of thing that could give Gala a chance, especially when it will come to a short boost. We've seen bdog struggling with that specific trick in some races earlier in the tournament, especially during the qualifiers. Gala having some troubles with that single wall jump, not really doing him any favor, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Probably was trying to wall jump a little too early. Lots of time lost there, which is always very infuriating and unfortunate. Classic never happened before case of a wall jump. Yeah, 424 charge beam is definitely not ideal when you want to look for a solid start, but who knows, still lots to be played for. Kind of curious if bdog will go for that E-Tank. Yes, he does. Perhaps in a race scenario, a little safer to simply just go for it. He might opt to just straight up skip the Diron E-Tank. We'll see after Speed Booster. At least I'm expecting it to do so, considering he used to go for 2 E-Tank routes, skipping that first Artaria E-Tank, but perhaps in a race scenario he just prefers to go for this one, which is very understandable. Yeah, I think from what I remember, from the timings Arcandy told me, it's pretty much just a about only like half a second time loss, considering between like the you know, having to do the little wait, entering Cataris, the potential risk of simply just dying in the first Howl run. It's about just only half a second saved if you skip the very first E-Tank of the game. So yeah, not really surprised to see this kind of transition from bdog. So yeah, we will see him go for 2 E-Tanks. On the other side, I'm pretty sure Gala will not go for 2 E-Tanks. He will definitely opt to take all 3. Some attempts at a fast Mega Skip for bdog, not getting it. Attempting with a setup, getting second try. A bit of time that could go in Gala's favor in case he gets it quickly. I feel like he caught up a bit to bdog when he was a lot behind a bit earlier, and that's indeed a fast Mega Skip. Well, not the fastest Mega Skip, but a first try for Gala. Always a few seconds here and there. Frustrating scenes for bdog there. Always a struggle to just miss that 1 or 2 missile. Could have finished the fight, and then you just end up being juggled around by the Rinkas. Let's see if he goes for the single most aggressive strategy on that white Emmy. And he does, just straight up keeping his feet planted, no need to slide under. Gala will slide under for this one, just make sure to turn around after the door transition to guarantee the kill. Scary scenes always when you go for this kind of a fast kill, but considering he has done it time and time again, he knows what he's doing. You've got the timing in your muscle memory when you do that so many times. So not that big of a difference between both runners right now, considering the few hiccups that Gala's had during the first few parts with that single wall jump water skip. Hell Pseudo could be a deciding factor in that race. Pretty sure that both runners are gonna go for it. I know Gala attempts it every time, and also bdog. I also expect bdog to go for it. I don't see why he wouldn't, except if he wants to play it really, really safe. But I'd be surprised. Oh, missing that door. Alright, no biggie, that's the right setup. Same for Gala, things should be fine. No problem on that damage boost. Always frustrating to see a runner struggle around with this one, considering it's just can be extremely obnoxious to deal with if you don't recognize that the bat has the wrong position. And then spend so much time trying to relocate the others to get another chance at that damage boost. No problem this time, both runners getting it fast and clean, and they're on their way to Cataris. So not an amazing Artaria by their standards, of course, if you always hear me saying that something wasn't very nice. Objectively, these runners are always going to do something very well, but considering their respective personal best and position within the leaderboards, it is very obvious that every time a mistake will happen, it will be in the back of their minds. It's all depending on whether or not they can simply shake it off and keep playing. Same thing could be said about you, Seth. We've got the whole top four right there, 2 on stream, 2 in chat. That's what we want to see. Nice damage boost for bdog, expecting Gala to get it as well. He's always been very solid on this one, no problem pushing the enemy, and there you go. First hell run of the game as well, shouldn't be any kind of trouble for either of these guys. Gala, I don't think he has all the health in the world. He might opt to melee the second enemy. No, he doesn't. He has enough to simply just go through without any trouble. Even getting a drop from that bat, so he's perfectly fine. Good Emmy pattern for bdog, always appreciated. Let's see if it's the same for Gala. Same thing. 2 of them back on their right health count. As much health as you possibly want for that health pseudo. Always important to make sure that you refill your health at that point if you want to go for set trick. Alright, bdog, show us what you've got. No setup for him, instantly trying to line up that angle. Okay, nice, gets it on the 3rd shot, not even need to reload the room. That's gonna put the pressure on Gala. It's already 2 shots through, also on the 3rd shot, very nice. Impressive stuff from both runners. So no time gained or lost as the 2 of them get it on the 3rd shot. You could argue that Gala lost a little bit of time considering he did the rub against the wall melee into the room setup to line up his position properly for a potential 1st shot, but very satisfying to see the 2 of them getting it done quickly. Adam skip could be a potential equalizer or a bigger hole that Gala will have to go through in case he misses it a lot when bdog gets it really quickly. Let's see how it goes. A 1st try for bdog? Yep, indeed. That looks good for Gala as well. Back-to-back 1st try. These guys are on fire. Very nice to see. Always appreciative of a race that isn't instantly decided by those big tricks. Nice. Both of them also getting that pseudo wave into wall jump for that 2nd switch. Also, please tell me, lads, if I'm too loud. I know my mic was kind of loud on the last stream I commentated, so... That was kind of light for Gala. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Taking too much time to get the to get these wall jumps in and get the skip. Cringe simulator for real, dude. It's crazy how I went from, hey, this trick is fine, to this trick is an absolute nightmare. Yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like. Or rather, the more there's to play for in terms of pace that you get or result that you're about to get, the worse it gets. Very solid catalyst from both runners. Third try Hell Pseudo, which is still a time save over simply not going for it. And first try Atom Skip, so doing a very good job, and the lead still in bdog's favor, which we expect to be continuous for most of the race, at least until a potential short boost shenanigan. But not that big of a lead for now. Okay, nice shots from bdog, no problem on taking down these enemies. That first shot can always be a bit annoying, considering you have to angle your cannon in this kind of a weird way. You cannot really chain those the charge into missile, except if you have like the right angle. But no problem, these guys handling these room very well, getting all the slides and melees in. No enemy shall stand in their way. Time to get wide. So yeah, just an item jingle difference between them. Nice, very cool damage boost from bdog. Gala will attempt the same, I'm pretty sure. Gets it this time, very nice. Okay, solid first day on visit. There isn't much going on during this one, but they got the few optimizations they wanted to go for, so I guess the only thing that didn't go in bdog's favor was right after entering the Iron, with these two blocks that you gotta break after the magnetic wall. He only broke the one that is further back, so he didn't get the perfect fall he wanted, but not something too crazy. You know that both runners are playing really well when I need to point out these very, very few details. Indeed, an extremely entertaining and close race considering the caliber of runners that we have today. But considering we are nearing the end of both brackets, we are in the top 4 of both brackets anyway. So only the highest of competitors left. And in that case, we definitely have the best of the best, considering the top 4 of the Mawkin bracket are also the 4 best personal best holders in the world. In the name of Gala are Candy, bdog, and Satora. classic green ME kills for both players. bdog opted not to go for the Professor Stupid strategy, which is about dropping that platform further away and pretty much just jumping over ME constantly while getting the damage in, which saves 2 seconds over the strategy that they both did. Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't catch this one. Although in a, I don't think I've seen him go for this strategy in other races, so it's definitely not something you wanna you wanna mess around in the race scenario. Oh yeah, controller. Different controller can also play a factor in this. That's understandable. Oh my god, player typing in chat at the same time he races. How are you do it? That's called loading times. Oh, see? Wait, does Gala usually go for that missile tank? I thought he didn't. Okay. No, that's true. He goes for 54 and 3. It's absolutely absurd to me how he's got a 109 and goes for 54 and 3. Among all the time cuts he could have made, he hasn't implemented the 44 and 2. So he will be very, very safe on the crate fight. I also know that Gala is one of these runners who pretty much just cannot go for weaving. Both players are non-turbo players, and if bdog is extremely comfortable when it comes to weaving, Gala's mashing becomes extremely impacted if he tries to weave at the same time, so you will see him default to regular mashing during the late game fights and not try to weave those missiles in. And in that perspective, it is definitely good to go for 54 missiles, considering he will not weave on the Raven League Phase 2. Going for 44 pretty much means that you just spam all of your missiles and then mash the rest of the fight, so in that sense, going for 54 is perfectly logic. Nice perfect melee over that lava pit from bdog. It is possible to cross that small lava pond without mantling on the edge as you're on the reception of that melee. Nope, Gala got the small mantle on the edge. You really gotta delay your melee. You can pretty much start the melee like as you're within the right over the lava in the void, which is kind of funny. And it's not too risky to go for, like, most of the time you will simply just melee too early and mantle over the edge of the receiving platform. So it's always something that even you guys can try in your runs. But yeah, it is absurd in how these, like, very small platform gaps, when Samus, like, doesn't drop and simply just, like, you know, drops a foot on the lower level, you have an absurd amount of time to get a melee in, which gives you like a dashing melee instead of a mid-air melee. It's very visible right after the first room of right after the first Atom room of Catalyst. All right, let's see that crate fight from bdog, expecting this charge plus missile combo, of course. Which is the fastest way to deal damage in that phase 1. Bit of trouble to finish that phase 1. There we go, he's got it. Single wall jumps in. Gets it in 4. Nice. Same strategy for Gala. Also getting the same patterns. Seems to be having a better time when it comes to landing these shots. Because the two of them had the pretty much the same phase 1. Gala struggling a little on the single wall jumps, but Kraid, the big brother, giving him those spikes so he can simply climb up. Thank you, buddy. Not being very kind in the sense that he keeps giving him the slap pattern, which isn't that necessary considering he's got all the missiles in the world. Nice escape for bdog. Those instant charges very much working in his way. We should see something pretty similar from Gala. Yep, vertical shot into an instant turnaround. Nice. That room is just so nice to see when done in such a fast way. Mid-air shot in the ceiling to get the first hit on the blob, and then a quick charge turnaround, followed by a mid-air morph to get into the tunnel. Back to Dairon, both runners are going to make their way to the bombs. Gonna have to go for a little detour with a single wall jump to make sure that they can access this area without needing grapple beam. So first dangerous encounter with the yellow enemy as bdog gets the wrong pattern and actually gets hit on the back. Ah, that's a death that he's not going to be happy about. Probably jumped a little too early. Because of that, Gala catches up. At least a good pattern on that second visit. Gala also getting the wrong pattern. Whoa! Did not even get detected, which is not something he wanted to get detected, but still managed to find his way around. But now he's in danger. Can he make it to the door without Emmy detecting him? Yep, there we go. Okay, he's safe. That's the kind of time loss from bdog that Gala is looking for to make his way back into this race. Now we are back to less than a 10 seconds deficit. 51 on that platform for bdog and 57 for Gala. So yeah, only a 6-second difference when it was about 20. So both runners getting the obnoxious yellow Emmy pattern, but Gala being the one who handled it properly. Frustrating scenes for bdog, as even if it's like his responsibility for handling this pattern, it's always Emmy's fault in the sense that you wish it didn't give you this pattern. But at least no sense of injustice in the race context, as the two of them got that same pattern. But never one you want to deal with, even if you're accustomed to it. You see that red dot getting to the top of the screen and you're like, don't be like this. But if he's actually shaken up from that encounter, he definitely doesn't seem to let it impact his gameplay. Gets a hole-in-one and very nice moves through this entire section as he makes his way to Brainia. Gala with also a hole-in-one. .40 on that blue screen. Yep, 6 seconds difference. Close race for now, and still probably a lot closer than the first time these two faced. Because to put back some context, when these two faced in the winners round 2, of the winner's bracket, Gala had a PB of like a low 111, and he PB'd during his race against bdog with a 111.02, which was still a loss considering bdog had an exceptional time during said race. So between these two races, Gala pretty much just shaved 1 minute and 17 seconds from his own personal best, so he is not the same beast he was back then. Alright, let's see that obnoxious room from bdog's perspective. For the Coyote, nice. Please teach me how to do this shit! Okay, nice. Both runners getting it very, very well. That Coyote is risky in the sense that if you simply just drop down, it's a few seconds of time loss. But it's always so tempting to straight up go for it instead of taking the safe path of grabbing the magnet at the top. Okay, first try backdoor flash shift for bdog. Same thing for Gala. He seems to be good. Yup, he's got it. Nice lockdown for these two. And we're going to take a look at these Burania pseudos coming in very shortly. Quick shots from bdog, very nice. Gala just a little slower, but still very fast. Slight misposition from bdog's perspective. Not getting the shots he wants through. And the two of them breaking the blob on the exact same frame, pretty much, it seems like. And Gala takes the lead in this race for now for the first time. Pseudo wave's going his way, so he finds himself in the lead now, which is no small feat against such a player. bdog a bit absent, perhaps? Was there like a second of waiting before he actually started to move away from the pad? That's what it felt like. Oh, nice triple flash from Gala. Getting the last two flashes after the slide is a strange timing that is tough to replicate. Dude, I was sure of that. I was like, he was probably watching the stream. Okay, nice CU from the two of them. Stop sabotaging yourself. I know you want to go away from Dread, but that's not the way to go. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not stupid. Going for melee right after this, just make sure that your shots are pretty much just closer to Yellow AB. Makes the fight just that little bit quicker, considering these first shots connect a little faster. Not that big of a change, but frames are frames. Good call, Sonic. I'll need to sweep it back because short boost will have its word to say in this race. Yep, there we go. I forgot about this. Yeah, now I can switch audio again. I should have thought about that. And yeah, I'm sure Gala enjoyed his lead while he still had it, but he was poised to lose it considering he goes for a different route in terms of resources. I enjoyed it while you had this lead, brother. Salute. But perhaps he could get it back. Short boost is around the corner, so this is where heart starts to pump faster, where sweat starts to get in, and where you pray to land that true one trip. So for those who are not familiar with the most up-to-date, the most up-to-date route in any percent NMG, the trick that both runners are about to go for, the short boost, is extremely tough, and it's also really time-consuming if you lose, if you don't get it first try pretty much with the setup that these two are going to go for. Because they will be in a cold area, constantly taking damage, and they will go for the fastest way, which is the goal is to simply not reset that cold state, so they will take a lot of damage during the last few frames. So optimally, the two of them want to get it first try, and after storing the spark, they will have to break a blob, which is pretty much the thing that makes this one trip even harder, because the shots to destroy the blob are not easy. Alright, bdog. Your honor first, and your your honor is to shine spark into the ceiling. It happens to the best of us. And that will not be a first try for bdog. Gala seems to be poised. No, he falls off, and that's a death for him. bdog's so close to death as well, 10 HP. But that's a huge lead going his way. That's really unfortunate for Gala. Now he's pretty much just hoping that bdog struggles, and it seems good. No, just too short. Stopping a little too late. That looks also, yep, too short. Gala hoping to get that second try true one trip, which is something that has happened a lot to him in PB attempts. Dying to the first attempt and then getting it on the way back. But for now, they're pretty much on the same trick, technically tied. That looks good for bdog. Yep, gets the store. He's gonna go for these quick charges. Okay, there you go. Short boost is in for bdog. And he firmly takes the lead in this race. Now, every second that Gala spends trying to get that short boost will be a second's loss, but no, Gala, that's the wrong setup. I don't think that will work. Yep. The down input was done a little too late. Short boost is a hard breaker. I mean, hey, bdog, who is the most ridiculous, the clown or the people who come to see him play? We're all out here to watch you play. Gala, that down looked good. Now it's time to get the right frame to start the speed booster. That looks good. There you go. He's got the store. Now it's about breaking the block. First shot in. Second one is also in. There we go. Short boost done for Gala. He is through. Doesn't have much health. Is that 3 HP? I can't tell if that's 3 or 43, but my boy is in danger. Alright, both runners are through. No more very, very stupid stuff. This race is, well, this run in general is full of stupid stuff in areas where the run can die. Especially when you expect it the least, I know that for sure. But yeah. Gala gonna make sure that he refills some of his health to get through this cold section again. There we go. He has enough, more than me tank. Nice moves from bdog through this area to go to Ferania. Gala on his own Artaria escape with that speed booster. There you go. Nice spark and nice moves around to make sure he can get out of there quickly and easy. But now the race very much in bdog's palm. It's his race to lose pretty much right now. A huge lead going his way. I didn't actually time it, but Gala's death combined with the difficulties he had to simply just get a spark in definitely put him a lot behind. So a race isn't over until the game is until the controller is down, but right now bdog has all the momentum he needs to get the victory. Alright, I need to find like a timer to make sure I can notice fortunate moves from bdog. Probably frustrated a little with himself. 4102 on losing control of Samus, escaping Verania. Gotta keep that in mind for when Gala gets there. And then we'll be able to get a time difference. Yeah, probably a few moves from the self-proclaimed clown. I mean, hey, he's doing his job. He's making us sloth. Yup, that's true, Arkendi. There's just a point where you don't really care about losing 2 or 3 seconds. You just have to show your frustration by shooting a wall or just sparking somewhere, being like, "This game." That's just how it is. Was that a triple hit from Gala? That looked actually really solid. Trying to get him missiles. Okay, bro. He's out here trying to get 100%. So yeah, so 1 minute and 16 seconds, the difference between bdog and Gala on the losing control on that Ferania exit. I'm still thinking of that sound switch I did after Speed Booster. Oh, Gala is annoying. Hey, let me switch sound. 10 seconds later, he picks up a knee tank and bdog goes back ahead. I mean, hey, we got at least one sound switch during the race. That's good enough. Nice speed keep from bdog all the way through. Nice moves through this room. Losing your mind? Uh-oh, is that a potential precursor to this, to the freaking grapple room? Oh no, that's a little spoiler to that DT pseudo wave. Just... New controller problems, that's just how it is. Keep your cool, you're still ahead. I know it's not fun to finish a race, to have to finish a race when you're having a bad run, but I mean, you're still ahead. So, if you were 2 minutes behind, I would get it, but you know, keep it up. Gala. Unfortunately, not dropping that bomb at the right time. He actually got sucked in by this enemy. Did not get the chain to get that speed booster from that morph ball. At least get this one in the tunnel. I know it's one he struggles a lot with, or at least that frustrates him a lot. Let's see if he actually does better for these double turn pseudo waves. Meanwhile, bdog in a fight with that golden robo, which isn't any kind of problem with that screw attack. There we go, Gala, 2 shots, 2 hits, and he's through. No more clown, only 101. Okay, a bit of a chaotic fight, I believe, from Gala's perspective, but not too much time loss. A bit annoying when you just pretty much get knocked away by this robot, but things are fine. He has been moving well, at least through this room, and as soon as I say that, having a bit of a problem right there with that room. Deciding not to go for the speed booster and simply just deciding to flush shift into this enemy. And super missiles have now been acquired. He's gonna be in bdog's step, leading to Elun, as the dog makes his own way into this mysterious area. Okay, nice jumps, especially when you have these ledges with at least 2 blocks. It's very easy to get a wall jump out of it. No problem for bdog, making sure that he gets the morph through these holes instead of simply sliding through, otherwise he will trigger the item tutorial that both runners have been doing a good job at skipping around the run, well, throughout the run. Plasma beam acquired, it's time for some mashing. The beam can now open green shields and also penetrate through enemies. Attempting that speed keep, I swear, in English from time to time. What are eye doors? But yeah, you can see he's not really having the best time of his life right now, but still fine. Alright, that phase 2 was a lot better handled. You know what? That's actually a good argument. I'll take that. Okay, nice spark through that bridge, which is a very, very small optimization that you have to follow by a triple mid-air flash shift, almost enough to land on that pad. And we'll see Gala attempt that speed tech. Also failing it, not able to get the morph over the edge, I believe. There we go. Amazing mashing from Gala. We can, like I pointed out earlier, we will not see him go for any kind of weaving, but his mashing is already strong enough to have extremely good fights. Also getting good RNG on both phases, I believe. Did the Chozo went to the wall? Yeah, I believe it did. It went to the wall. One time. bdog attempting to go over blue Emmy. Nice. No problem. Good moves. The least preferred spawn from blue Emmy for bdog, but no problem. You can still keep that speed booster all the way through. Nice instant spark into the central unit. He's got the timing on lockdown. So nice sequence from bdog in terms of movement, not really having any kind of trouble. Yeah, Gala's mashing is extremely efficient. He at least has a mashing equal or above 12 inputs per second, considering he goes for the 1 lock gold skip at the end of the game against Ravenbeak. And worth mentioning that he hasn't rebinded anything and that he goes for 1 finger mashing. The only rebind he did to his controller is rebinding minus to the down input for the D-pad to help him doing the pause buffer during short boost. But otherwise, in terms of mashing, he simply just uses his I believe it's the thumb that he uses to mash the Y button. Nice instant spark as well. Also got the bad blue Emmy spawn earlier, but did not get the speed all the way through, perhaps opting not to go for that risky strategies. Nice preemptive shots. That initial aim definitely working out in his favor. That's a quick blue Emmy kill. Can always be a bit tough to get the first few shots in and get a blue Emmy in a spot where you can precisely, continuously hitting your shots, but no problem for Gala on these initial, on that initial spray. Back to Barania for bdog, Gala following shortly. Both runners are going to look to get their own gravity suit now. A bit of a speed chain to do right there. Starting off with a shine break, being able to break the speed booster blocks on the ground while keeping your speed booster stored. There we go. bdog is through, no problem. Gala, yeah, that's it. He fell to his demise. Did not get the right jumps he wanted through this section and got a bit lost through these screw attack blocks. There you go. He is through, not falling for it another time. And gravity suit now in the hands of bdog. Gonna make his way through this room. Gonna have to do a little detour by that save room to charge a speed booster, so he can spark all the way up to this room, considering he doesn't have space jump. And gonna have to go for a few infinite bomb jumps right there. I lost 109 to that bomb jump 2 days ago. That was so fun. Oh, just like this. He wants to get it in 2 double bomb jumps. That's literally how I lost 109. For real. I feel you, bdog. Okay, opt to go for the triple one this time. He's through onto that fight with the Barania twin robots that you're gonna look to line up with your plasma beam. There we go. Great mashing for bdog. Not the best of fights, he wasn't able to keep the two of them on that top platform, not helped by the fact that the first robot was trying to go for the blue melee. That blue blade, which always knocks you away a lot further than the red one does. It's really tough. It's like the timing is just so precise in the sense that you pretty much have to line up Samus's position with the bomb. And also the initial, like the first JBJ that you do, like we're gonna see it on Gala's screen. You drop that first bomb, and then when you jump again, you have to morph before reaching the apex of your jump, in the sense that like a morph that is a little earlier will actually send you higher than reaching the apex of your jump in a regular standing position, then morphing. So it's kind of specific. Alright, time for Gilzuna for bdog, another troublesome boss that can from time to time annoy you. Actually gets the store while getting the getting hit. We saw him going for a diagonal downward spark. That was not the fight he wanted to go for. Yeah, definitely just straight up opt to go behind Gilzuna. Ooh, yeah, okay, he's fine. Gotta make sure to get those missiles in. There you go. Stay away, dog. Okay, there we go. He's fine. The core is dead. You know, we're talking, but, well, I am talking, I guess, but Gala is catching up with all these fails from bdog. The bomb jumps, Gilzuna. I guess the race really isn't over until it's over, huh? Now Gala, time for some schmoozing. I know he likes to do some stupid stuff around this room. Flashing back and forth, doing these wall jumps, and gets the perfect fight he wanted. There you go. Crisp fight from Gala. Oh! Spoke a little too early. There we go, okay. Did not send the core in the right direction. Had to go for a little of another strategy to make sure he actually gets the store in to get rid of that core X. Things are funky around here. Oh, oh, that was close. He had to get a little hop right at the end, trolled a little bit by these cross bombs. First visit to Anubia now. With only a little transition period as both runners are going to go back to Ferrania. Oh, nice slide into flash for bdog. That was such a smooth room. There is a... Usually when you move through this room in a more standard way, there is a caterpillar that will make its way onto the door and simply block it until it's dead. But with precise movement, you can pretty much just manipulate it so that it doesn't actually get stuck onto the door. Gala with trying to go for that instant spark and unfortunately not getting an instant spark, but into the ground. Let's see if he can get that strategy as well. That little jump he did right before. Okay, nice. Same strategy for Gala. Also got it. That little jump he did right before going for reverse grapple is actually a jump that is necessary to manipulate that enemy's behavior to make sure it doesn't latches onto the door. Nice moves from bdog through the section, looking to get as many ledge hops as he can. Alright, very nice. But that shot from Gala looked a little too angled down to get it all the way to the door, but could be wrong. I guess we'll see in a few minutes. And time for the SQ fight. So SQ in itself is an absolute joke. We're just going to use a Shine Spark right there. And Screw Attack. Now it's, let's see, bdog will go for this. Yup, that's a one cycle for bdog on that Core X. We barely got to see it. By utilizing a Cross Bomb, a Screw Attack hit, a Charge Shot, and 2 Ice Missiles, you can kill that Core X in one cycle. You know, one cycle is amazing. How about we get 2 one cycle? Because I know Gala is also extremely proficient at it. I really hope I'm not commentator giving him a commentator's curse on this one, but I have faith. So like I said, SQ, an absolute joke. The Core X is pretty much the important part on this one. Oh no! Actually, doesn't finish as the he doesn't finish the regular SQ flight properly, so no chance for him to go for that one cycle. Once again, another fight against twin robots. This one within Piranha. Once again, same concept. Just try to line these up as much as you can to make sure you can deal damage to the 2 of them at the same time with that plasma beam. bdog probably a little frustrated that his charge shot didn't connect, expecting this door to be opened, but it wasn't meant to be this time. And the missiles, the storm missiles, being a little trolly. I didn't see if he actually did not get the lock on that last one, or if the missiles simply decide to be a little trolly. Let's see what Gala's twin robots look like. So far looking a lot better than bdog's. Oh yeah, that mashing is insolent. Holy crap. bdog, what are you doing? Instead of using the continuous stream of the Omega Cannon, he's opting to go for mashing. And oh no, dude. If you... Okay, he's alive. Okay, he can still make this fight work. Insolence was almost his undoing. bdog getting the parry on that purple Emmy, trying to do a little trolling around, but almost got killed. He died there. Gala would have been in the lead, and with such little game left, that could have been his undoing. Okay, the kill is through, kill confirmed, but now isn't the time to go for such things. Yeah, the risk was calculated, but you're bad at math. Is that it? But Gala also not getting the right kill. It gets the melee on the second attempt that Emmy gives you. That's two counters on purple Emmy, but Gala not breaking the block behind him. That could also be a big trouble for him. Lord, what are we witnessing? What is this race? Do you have enough room to get this kill? I don't believe he does. No, he doesn't. Still manages to make his way around, but the problem is that purple Emmy has such huge healing that he's in a big precarious position. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, that will be enough to get the kill. What are we witnessing? What an absolute breakdown. Reminder, lads, we are currently watching the #1 and #4 players in the world in terms of personal best. This entire sequence was massively cursed indeed from both sides. Like, what the hell did we just witness? That was scary, funny, entertaining. Every single emotion like was represented during these two fights. Alright, back to some normal T. Time for the red Chozo fight. Okay, nice. I believe bdog got a triple lock right there. Alright, 2 cycle, no problem with this one. Opting not to weave on that fight, but I'm assuming it's because of the lag that is being created in this room. Perhaps it's a little problematic to try and weave during this fight with the drops it could give in terms of inputs. Trying to follow who is in the lead. Well, not who is in the lead, because bdog has been in the lead for this entire race, except for like 30 seconds. But trying to follow what's the time difference between these two runners has been an absolute pain, considering all the stuff that has been happening from both sides. Not an amazing fight for Gala. Unfortunately, had to wait a little bit to get the triple lock after dropping red Chozo's shield. Could have been worse, but that's perfectly fine. Oh, no, dude, I was about to say amazing room from bdog, but unfortunately, doesn't get the spark he wanted. Yeah, we love these, don't we? So is life. Alright, let's see if bdog can get that 2 cycle on the golden Chozo. It is possible to get it into phase 2 in only 2 storm missile ways, but needed 3 this time. Opting to weave in this time, considering there is no lag present, so he can more freely go for this beam plus missile strategy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Gala not getting the power bombs he wanted. There you go. Here they are. Losing a bit of time there because he simply just had to go back instead of getting them instantly. Gala getting the 2 cycle on golden Chozo, very nice. The fact that he doesn't even utilize his ice missiles to get that is truly just magnificent. What the hell? Golden Chozo didn't even have time to spit. That was already dead. Alright, time to kill the bird. Raven Beak fight incoming for bdog. 3 faces. First one, we're gonna look to get rid of his golden armor by getting him to phase 2 without having it being deployed. For that, bdog is gonna look to get 1 lock with the storm missiles, and then mash as fast as he can, at least at 12 hearts, which is what he gets. Onto phase 2, Raven Beak takes off, and we're gonna look to get some weaving in. There we go, nice pattern for bdog, where Raven Beak just gets into this position. Alright, he's gonna have to move away. Well, actually, nice reset on this one. I didn't know that was a thing, but doing it very well. Constantly getting these missile shots in. Perhaps opting not to weave because of the controller issues once again. And now phase 3, gonna utilize this beam plus missile combo once again. Dropping the power bomb to get rid of the sun, which could be a big threat as it is constantly shooting beams at you. But good RNG. well, semi-good RNG for bdog. It's obviously not the most preferred thing, but still very nice, as he constantly get Omega Cannons. Free range for him to mash the missiles and the beams. Gold skip also in for Gala, once again with a single lock. And bdog is done with the Ravenbeak fight. Phase 2 Ravenbeak for Gala, not having the this privilege of being able to weave, has 54 missiles to work with. Gonna try to get as many as he can into Ravenbeak's face. No missiles left, gonna have to go for some mashing. Onto phase 3 now, also gonna utilize cross bombs and missiles as much as he can. Hoping for a melee. Unfortunately, Ravenbeak, we're pretty much past the point where utilizing that melee counter from Ravenbeak is worth it, but Gala gonna go for it, so he will be overkill as this cutscene ends. Actually making me eat my words. I was really expecting that that fight to be over, but he's not. Making me eat my words. But at least he's done now, bdog on the final escape. Looking to get a time of a 1:11, considering the current pace. Time for the last few tricks of the run. Gonna go for these few speed keeps. Not gonna get it. Sealing spark. Oh, come on. And the last sparks of the game. Gonna make sure that he gets all the way here with the speed booster and releases does it one final time, and there you go. It's time. 1:11, 31 for bdog. GG, and he will take this race. Gala on his own escape. Most likely not an ideal race for the two of these, but at least it had the benefit of being extremely entertaining for us. But GG to both runners, they fought valiantly despite all the stuff that happened. Gala gonna try to go for that speed tech. Ooh, not able to get the wall jumps through. It's always a bit awkward to get them here. Time for the final sparks of the game. And there you go. He's out of ZDR. 1:12:39 for Gala. So 1 minute and 8 seconds the difference. Non. So yeah, GG to both runners. bdog will be moving on. It's the end of Gala's tournament. 4th place, but definitely very, very respectable performance. Has been powering through this entire tournament. So he definitely deserves a lot of praise for the stuff he did. Congratulations once again to both runners. That was something else. That was a real race. Almost until the very end, it was like there was almost this this moment where bdog had to parry Wave Emmy, where it felt like Gala could come back. Really kept the tension all the way through. We're pretty much now waiting to get both runners into the lobby for an interview. And here they are. Gala, bdog, welcome GG's.
GG.
Is it GG or BG?
No, GG.
Okay. Well, it sure was a funny one to witness. Boys, I have 2 words. Wave Emmy.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that was really funny.
That
So
was
I'm
weird,
okay
like,
with that.
bdog was like, I'm a clown. No, it's like, I think Gala was the absolute clown. That was a circus, and Wave Emmy was your companion on this one. That was an absolute show, jumping around.
I can't believe I made the mistake I did in Wave Me by not like doing the shots properly. Because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to be mashing the D-pad, but you're holding the D-pad so that you're not missing those auto shots. So you're trying to gain shots,
Okay.
and I didn't gain shots.
Oh well.
You can miss 20 shots with mashing sometimes. It's ridiculous. If you're good at it, of course. It's weird to get used to.
So in that sense, if you get this this strategy, does that mean you get way earlier Emmy kill?
Yeah, you can save around 2.5 seconds if you kill it up there.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Previously, turbo only, but Arcandy managed to do it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Another stupid trick to add to the books.
Yep.
As if this run already didn't have enough.
Yeah.
Speaking of stupid tricks, 2 of you having some hiccups with a short boost. How do you feel about it? I guess bdog first.
I didn't feel too bad about my short boost attempts. There were quite a few that were close. But I definitely, like, until I looked at the restream, I was not very happy.
Yeah, understandably.
Because I knew it was a very close race up to that point.
Yeah, that was extremely entertaining to watch, considering the lead was at most 22 seconds between you and Gala, and then up to he pretty much lost the lead after the Barania pseudo waves, so he had said lead all the way to the Dairon E-Tank, which you skipped and Gala took. So stuff was extremely close all the way to short boost, where Gala died to true one trip. So that's pretty much when you took over, as he also struggled to simply just get a new charge later on. So yeah, Gala, how do you feel about this run overall?
My run was, I think, early game was okay, but I almost got through one trip, and at the moment I was really mad because if I got it, maybe it was maybe winnable, and I was mad. But the late game was fun, and with Dread now, it's not fun as before. So it was fun. This race was fun.
Yeah, I guess if you still manage to crack a smile from all these mistakes happening in the late game, despite missing all the troubles that short boost gave you, if you're able to end this race on a good note, I guess it's a good thing. Because is it the end of the Dread adventure for you? You are now out in 4th place in the tournament, so congratulations on an amazing performance throughout this entire tournament. Because, like I was saying, it was a rematch between you and bdog from the winner's bracket, where you PB'd in a 1:11.02. Your PB is now 1:11.45. Are you done with Dread now?
With NMG, yes. With Dread, maybe not, but I need a real break because it's not fun as before. So
yeah, I gotta recharge.
I need a
get the
break.
passion back. Yeah, and you deserve it.
I mean, my goal on this tournament was at start 7th, and when I see the bracket, I was like, okay, maybe I can go for the 4th place, and I got it. And my goal on PB was 109 on normal mode, and I got it. So I think I can take a break now.
Yeah, you sure can. Well, once again, GG's to the two of you. Next match during this tournament will be bdog and Arcandy. I'm sure these two guys will try to get it scheduled as soon as they can. bdog, any expectations on that match facing the European champion for now?
Better than this one.
you're
Please.
hoping to do better.
I would rather lose like 3 minutes on short boost than everything else in this round.
Yeah, losing lots of time on short boost feels like it's a lot more acceptable than all this stuff. Golzuna was also a very funny one.
That happened yesterday. I charged the Shine Spark before killing the crab.
Yeah, that's it's kind of weird.
I
Piranha bomb jumps as well. Yeah, like Gala, you remember 2 days ago when I lost 20 seconds to the Piranha bomb jumps and lost 109 to this? bdog did the exact same today.
Okay.
These bomb jumps are stupid and we all hate them. Oh well, that's pretty much it for us. Tomorrow we have the losers finals match in the TOA bracket between Antoine and Grubdog. Let me check the schedule real quick. I know it's at a time I cannot commentate, but I know it's tomorrow, so feel free to check the Dread schedule. I believe what is the command in chat? I believe it's NMG Dread if you wanna look it up. It's not. Oh well, it is what it is. So feel free to give these two runners a follow and keep following the competition. There we go. Thank you, bdog. Oh come on, that was the other way around. One chance out of two. It is like this sometimes. Thank you very much once again, guys, for a very entertaining race and for this post-game interview. And thank you all for watching this race. Feel free to check all the other SpeedGaming channels as they always have tournaments around the different channels. So thank you once again, and we'll catch you next mission. See you, everybody.